Welcome, everyone, to the Perfect Wish cast, which is my 12th book, the 4th book in the Tomorrow Song series. Thank you. I am your host, Joseph J. Capriccioso, otherwise known as, because my book fans don't know, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings and salutations.
All right,
so alias the blind dyslexic.
There you go. And for now on, I'm going to have my name and my YouTube name, Matrixlord212, on the books so people know it's not going to be separated anymore. Nice. With the new book, I'm going to have that. So that's going to be pretty cool.
So you're going to have your Matrix Sword thing in like the...
yes, it's going to be... It's already going to be in my author bio.
Okay.
And it's like there's a picture of me and it says my name. So, and it also says Matrixlord212 on it, which I am. Matrixlord212.
Nice.
So, okay, so here's the thing. Now, a lot of people don't know. The last time I did like a Perfect Wish type of cast, I think it was on the Everything Show. It was years ago. It was totally different people was with me compared to now. And I really thought that I was going to get it out back then. And stuff happens in life, and, you know, it just gets put off. So finally, after all these years, I got the manuscript in, and I was very worried. I was very worried because I'm very nuts when it comes to the cover. I don't know if you've seen all the books.
Yeah.
Scott, but, you know, this is like my favorite cover ever.
Yeah.
This is Promise Dream. This is the second book in the Tomorrow Song series. Okay, and this is a continuing story, a saga through poetry form. Okay, the characters talk. It's really nice, but I like through poetry, and it's not that it always has to rhyme, but
it's poetic. That's all that matters.
It's poetry in motion, as
poetry in motion.
King Scribe would say, and basically, you know, it's the man of nothing, which he went through hell, lost everything. Now he has a new relationship with I call the Tomorrow Girl, and she has her trademark is always the umbrella. He's protected by an angel named Crystal because there is a time traveler that is creating unnatural things that, you know, really God doesn't want, like altering time. So basically, he's going along this guy's timeline, messing things up, trying to destroy him. And, you know, his name will be revealed later on. It has been already, kind of, if you really pay attention. But we call him the Shadow. And he's always, like, in dark stuff. He can't be seen, really, with the exception of certain people. And we just call her, this is his friend. We call her Purple. That's what she likes. That's a nickname. She has purple hair, and she's very, you know, she stands out. So she's the friend of the Man of Nothing, and she sort of, you know, goes through hell in her life, and she realizes that, hey, now her friend ain't out around that much because he has a girlfriend, and she realizes that she loves her friend. She wants to be with her friend. And then the only thing is, because she's dipped in this side of darkness so often, they're connected, her and the Shadow. Like they you know, they have similar things. The only difference is that he wants to destroy the guy over and over again, and she doesn't want anything bad to happen to him, but she wants to be with him. So if she has to do a little mayhem just to get his life in craziness, just to be with him, you know, so they align. And that is basically, but the only problem is that he can never really get close because of the angel, you know. So it's been a series going on. They go through pitfalls. They go through different things, you know, and this was, you know, a great, one of my favorite covers.
That is an awesome cover, I have to say.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is, every time I look at it, you know, like sometimes you look at things, you're like, oh, it's old, whatever. No, this never gets old. Looking at this. So with this book, what I wanted to capture is the sequel, was I wanted to capture that when you're in love, paradise is life. Okay? Doesn't matter what the weather is.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter how dark it is.
Shitty out. It's misty out. You know, you're in love. She's the center of your world. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the haters in the background.
Yeah.
You don't see that someone's trying to kill you. Your angel is basically working overtime to protect you, basically. Okay? So, yeah, another time traveler from the future with swords, which you really don't know because you're so blinded by love. You don't know what. And also, they kind of cloak themselves. So you really don't know. So basically, this is what he has to deal with. She's working overtime now. It's it's more, not just a shadow anymore, purple. You got Slayer there. So basically, that's what happens. And again, you have the two time travelers, Shadow and Slayer, and his friend, purple-haired friend that's just looking on. How am I going to get this guy? Okay? And basically, without giving away the ending, something bad happens at the end, which puts the relationship on the rocks with Man of Nothing and Small Girl. Which leads into Perfect Wish, because Perfect Wish is basically what does each character want? What are they striving for? What is the center of their existence? What is it with this guy that, like this guy would travel back in time? Like, go through all that. Like, why is this guy so important? What did he do? What did he do to this guy where he's cloaked in shadow? He's just, his whole life is devoted to making this guy miserable. Why? He had to do something bad, right? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
What's the problem? And then you find
he
out.
Stole the dude's coffee at the wrong time. And
it's like, so you're trying to, like, what the, so, at first, it's a question like, is he a demon? But of course, why would a demon have technology? So, I mean, the angel's kind of like, is he a demon? But then it's like, no, demon don't have technology. So it's like, well, then what the hell is he? So, we have that. And it was just him. And then all of a sudden it's an assassin. And it's like, how many more people are coming? Like, what is happening here? Now something's going on. So, this one, he likes to make him suffer. He doesn't believe in killing the shadow. It's worse. He wants him to torture and suffer, verbal, mental, whatever. Somehow mess with his mind, enters his dreams, screws him, tries to screw him up. It's really a mind game, okay?
Yeah.
And when he destroys him, the guy keeps rebuilding his life. He doesn't really get the victory completed because every time he rebuilds his life, it's even better. So at some point in time, he just is like, the hell with this. I'm just going to keep going back in time until he's like 4 years old. And that's basically what he's going to do. Like, he thinks, I can defeat him at 4, because if I can't, I got to be a moron or something. So basically that's what happens, which that's a future book. But so, and then his problem is his friend is Slayer. And she's just, we dub her the final chapter, because basically that's what she's going to be. She's going to be the one, she wants to be the one that's going to kill him. And maybe he's going to see her, maybe he's not, maybe his guard's going to be down, but he can never have his guard down, even if he finds out who she is, because she will kill him. So, the shadow wants to he hasn't had his fun. He hasn't had his fill. He wants to, when she told him, she says, I'll let you for now, I'll let you manipulate and mess up his life. But what happens when you play with your food? You choke on it. So basically, when I'm ready, I don't care what you're doing, I'm going to kill him. So it's like, will they get into conflict? Because his whole life is this guy, destroying this guy. So it's become an obsession. It's become like eating, sleeping, destroying this guy. Okay? There is nothing else. There is no plans of future, no plans of marriage, no plans of kids. Just every day, how could I destroy this guy? Which is really an addiction. I guess it's bad.
It does sound like an addiction.
I mean, this guy had to do something pretty bad, or maybe not. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
he gets so into it, he's even forgotten.
I mean, the thing is that he's called the Man of Nothing because he always is left with nothing, but then he keeps coming back. So for someone that's a Man of Nothing, his life is starting again in the opposite direction. Okay, and with the new book, I mean, he'll lose that title, Man of Nothing, soon. So with the new title, The Relationship's on the Rocks, and the angel can no longer protect him with her holy, because there is doubt. There is doubt in the relationship. So she cannot manipulate people. She cannot, whatever. So because there's doubt, she can't shield their location. So this causes an opening where, you know, he could do crazy damage, okay? But then something happens with him, which you got to read the book too. So it's just about all these characters come together, you know, that it's real life, like what people go through when, you know, the relationships. Is it going to
ups and downs and the foibles?
Right. It's time travel. It's faith. It's, you know, basically a mixture of everything. Hatred, jealousy, curiosity, because there's another character here that is the friend of Purple. Her name is called Muse. She already appeared in my 7th book, which is ahead of this. And she keeps hearing her friend talking about this guy, and she's like, I want to meet this guy. You know, and it's like, no, just stay curious. You're not going to meet this guy. You're not going to meet him at all. So she's just like, well, why does this guy sound so perfect? You know, and I'm, you know, she's like single. She's like, hey, and you know, she don't even care that her friend wants to hook up with him. It's like real life stuff. Yeah. So it's like, you know, so she's very curious. So it's going to be with this guy. So there's conflict everywhere. There's conflict with the two friends, but the other one don't know about it. There's the fact that this girl, I mean, she could become evil. She could become good. And the angel knows of her, and she's like, I don't know about this one. I mean, I can't, you know, she could become the most evilest person in creation, or she could be the nicest person. We don't. So the biggest thing is like, what will she choose? Will she choose to become darkness just to get the guy? But if she's too dark, the guy won't be with her because
shun him. We'll shun her. Yeah.
Because really, he's a good guy. He's a hero in the future, which you'll see different things. But he's a good guy, and you know, how far will she go? That's the question. So it's. I treat it like comic books in a way because they're characters and they keep going on. I consider this like issues, even though it's, you know, books. And I'm very excited. So today I got the cover of Perfect Wish. Now, for those of you that don't really know, I have designed this cover for years. I have YouTube videos with 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. With Sharon, and we're talking about what we're going to have, blah, blah, blah. I had sent in, I don't know how many pictures, how many emails, like diagrams, layouts, character, like placement, everything, color coordination. I'm crazy like that. You had everything you needed.
Because it's your book and your baby, and you want it. It's not that you're looking for perfection per se, but you're at least looking for something close to what you got your eye on.
Right. Basically. I mean, again, sometimes they do something in the books that I like better than the way I envisioned it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, we could do that. We could keep that. We could use that. I didn't even think of that, but that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. You know? It was like when they did, you know, this, okay? I had a whole different concept of the cover, like I didn't think, the weather, you know?
Yeah.
But they were like, and I'm like, why? Because I had it like this. That's what the whole cover was going to be. But they did it like this. I'm like, and I was talking to Sharon. I'm like, you know, this is actually even better because it signifies what I want, meaning the blindness. When you're in love, you don't see it. Yeah. And then the umbrella is the passion. The umbrella changes color.
Yeah, because if you had it dark all the way through, like you do with the last one, right, it would have drowned. You wouldn't have been able to see it, and it would have blended too much into the background.
So, like her umbrella, it's like passion. You know, and it looks beautiful. And again, it's like two covers because in the back you have another cover too. And it looks exquisite. It looks like, you know, she's very holy and she really don't want to fight because she's an angel. But, you know, the person she's in charge of protecting is going to get killed by unnatural means. Because in other words, they don't belong there. Okay? You know, can't really shouldn't really be time traveling because it kind of messes with the way things are supposed to be. So that's why she's stepping in because she's told to step in. You know, you got to stop the unnatural. So a whole new ball game there, and it's the weirdest thing to have poetry You get characters, you get sci-fi, a little mix, a little taste, sci-fi.
Because if you think about it, all books, doesn't matter if it's non-sci-fi or not, it does have some tabs in sci-fi because the way the concept, the way the person writes it.
Yeah.
So.
And see, the thing is, what I'm really, like Sharon has read, and she really likes the Shadow character. Because when he talks, it's very, like, dark and sort of like a masterpiece, but different thing. You can't always have happy. You know, so he's, like, saying things so, like, wonderful. The way he says the words, it's like, I'm, you know, destroy you and stuff, like, it's, like, amazing. So, you know, and he had his own book. I mean, I've never had a book that I named it after the character, Shadow's Reign. So, I mean, and I was saying, you know what? Might as well make a series of Shadow's Reign, because you'll get to see in that book him time travel, you know? I mean, really, he is the character. He is the main nemesis of my sci-fi book. And I basically, you know, kind of put the sci-fi characters, integrating them into my poetry book. So, in other words, you get to taste what they are. You get to meet who they are. So, you know, the Shadow and Slayer are from the sci-fi books. So, you know, and, you know, that way when the sci-fi does come, people are like, oh, I saw them for years in that thing. That's cool. I mean, I never got enough of them. It was like a little taste, but now full-fledged. This is awesome, you know? So that was, like, thing. I'm trying to, like, basically, like, leap characters in from the
slowly bring them
into
over
this universe, and then, you know, boom, we go back to the sci-fi. That's basically what I want. But anyway, with this edition, every character has a wish. Every character has a perfect wish, but only one wish will be granted. Because if everything is revolving around this one guy, nobody's wish could really come true. Only one person's. Somebody's going to get their way. Is he going to get broken up? Is the Shadow win? Is he going to die? Probably not. You know, it's like, I mean, is the girl going to wind up with him, the purple-haired girl? I mean, somebody's going to get their wish, you know, and that's the whole
their wish, and they're going to get their heart broken or their dreams busted in some way, shape, and form.
Or somebody's going to be changed forever or whatever. So I basically so happy today. As I said in my Facebook Live, I'm like, today's the day, man. I know it. I'm feeling it. It's going to be great. It's the greatest day ever. On the bus, and I was kind of worried, like I said, on the bus, because my phone doesn't have a high resolution to see really the covers until you're on the computer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe I would misjudge the cover or whatever, but no. The cover that was sent was so horrendous that they...
Yeah, because like I said, I was over at Brownie's.
They basically copied and pasted.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's pretty much
copy and they turned the angel the other way. They copy and pasted those characters. They copy and pasted the girl.
Okay, hold it back up again.
See her there?
The one couple with the couple.
See right there? She's right there. Purple's there.
Yeah. And let me see the second one. Let me see the new version. Yeah, it looks like they dropped the characters down just a bit and just
swapped
the they dropped it down and they shadowed like just above the
shadow isn't. First of all, the main villain is not even on the damn cover.
Yeah, and we want that.
I mean, what is this? What are you trying to say? What this is a shit sandwich, basically. I could do copy and paste in 3 seconds. So they spent 3 weeks. 3 weeks? I don't think they drew this because this is somebody else's cover. So they basically copied all the covers. And they didn't look how they just did the wings in the girl's face.
Shadowed them over the shoulder.
But look at this, the wings in front of the girl's face. They don't line up. It doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what this is, to tell you the truth. And this is not even in New York. It's supposed to be New York, Brooklyn. You know, like, what is this?
And so that's from Australia. That's that amphitheater.
Oh, is that what it is? Let me tell you something. I was angry. I was enraged. And I could not talk to them on the bus. because you're not
Well,
allowed.
you said you were channeling your inner Rick James when you were talking to him.
Let me tell you something. I had said, I don't know how many times I said the F word. I don't know how many phone calls I made in the morning, but I got to say that I got so mad on the bus that I'm like, oh no, not now. I was inspired to write something dark and angry, and I'm like, shit, a new book. No! I was going to take a break. And I'm like, oh no. Damn it, they gave me an idea now. So I was like, shit.
Damn you.
Damn it. How many manuscripts have I gotten here already? So I was like, all right. So, lo and behold, finally, I got, sir, basically, the cover designer didn't read any of the notes or emails or conference calls or pictures, and basically disobeyed every single thing and basically rushed out, and I do mean rush, pieced stuff together, and here you go. Yeah. Look, I'll get out to you, no problem. Eating something, and also like, here you go. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, so I spend that money and I get this. So there was a meeting, couple meetings, because I just was like, I'm not on here to bash anybody. I'm just
but like I said, you're not looking for perfection. I mean, you're looking for perfection in a way.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's
got
like
an idea in your head, and you want it to transcend onto the page, that little cover. And when it doesn't go exactly the way, or they've taken pretty much something else and put the same thing on, yeah, I don't blame you for being pissed. Nobody would.
I mean, and the thing too is like, I don't want to get discouraged because I won't do anymore.
The fact that you got so angry, you got inspired, tells you. Tells you right then and there that even though it was a screw up,
maybe it will be the best book ever that comes from it. Who knows? So they're going to give me a new cover in 3 to 5 days. And again, I love my publisher. Oh, I love the way they do covers. We have, differences, but they get it together. They've never failed me. So
yeah,
I don't want to leave them. That's the whole thing. I'm very happy. And I'm sure we could work this out and they can get something amazing, But this book is more special to me than the other ones because I've never had that long to take to do a book. Like, I popped out 5 books in a year. So it's like I was popping them out. Didn't even give them a chance to really develop and sell their own where they're competing with themselves. And that wasn't really fair. But now this thing, it's been working on it so long that it's so special to me, this book, that it's like, I don't want it to fail and I don't want it to do bad. And I really don't want anything against it. Like, I could basically pop out another book, but I wanted to give it time to shine,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the thing is that
wings and you don't feet, so people go, ooh, because at least that way, if they get this book, they'll go back and read those past ones,
right?
To get caught up or just see what everything is.
See, the thing is that it's the style of writing. Like, the first series was Sorrow Separation. So when I wrote those books, I was like sad and miserable and whatever. And then things changed in my life.
It's
and then
progression.
Yes, I had major changes in my life that changed the way I write because I'm happy. So the books are going to be happy. So then I couldn't write sad anymore. I couldn't write. I mean, I go back and forth sometimes, but I couldn't completely be.
Because if you do sad too much, you just get so depressed, and then it's like, I really don't want to write it.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to that sadness. But the thing is, like, now I'm writing happy. You know what? Maybe I'll write angry. It depends. It's like, but this right now we got the Tomorrow Song series. Let's see what happens. There's going to be a few more books. Not going to say how it ends, but it basically goes into other. I mean, here's the thing. I envision, like all my books, right? So we had Sorrow Separation had its own series. Tomorrow's Song was the second book in the Sorrow Separation series. And I always felt with that book, things went wrong because my first book was so smooth, 5 weeks. Tomorrow's Song was months because they were having problems. I had a different team, wasn't that good. I had to, like, the team had to get fired because it was taking too long, and I had to get a whole new team in the middle of it because things were just not going right. And then we got it out, and it was okay. But I made mistakes when I first started because regardless of being in marketing and retail, I had a different vision about book 1 and 2. And I didn't realize until I did a book signing, a whole bunch of them, that I did book signings for Sorrow, Separation, and Tomorrow's Song, that I'm like, when I saw them put the books away, they thought it was the same book because I never changed the color schematic. And even though the characters were different, it was like the guy was sad, reaching out for a better life. Now a girlfriend is coming out, well, this girl is coming out of her sorrow into this guy's tomorrows. But the only difference was the characters, and she had an umbrella and everything, but it looked like the same book.
Yeah.
If you look at it fast, you think it's so, I was like, oh no, what have I done? Because there's no way to distinguish the uniqueness of it. Like I always say with the Marvel characters, you know, if you lose your uniqueness, nobody cares. There's too many of the same. It's also coming from me because I screwed up. At least if that was a happy book, which it was, why is it looking like dreary and whatever? Which at the time I was trying to say that the girl was coming out of her life into his life, but it should have been brighter on his end or different colors, which I may go back and change only because, you know, I need to have it. And then after that, all the books were completely like, you know, totally different. You know, like you couldn't even compare. Like there's no way you could even link them. They're so different. I mean, the third book was like leaves and trees, and the fourth book was in Brooklyn. The fifth book was in snow. The sixth book was him almost getting hit by a car. You know, the seventh book was on the beach. The eighth book was in a courtroom. You know, the ninth book was like by a fountain with all these 9 characters, the most characters I've ever had for 9 years' time, 9 characters at the same time on the cover. You know, and then we just went, that was the end of the Sorrow series because it came full, you know, he came around, his life was happy, and the girl was coming into his life, and that started this. Boom. There you go. Going backwards to Tomorrow's Song, you know. So that's the thing. And besides this being a story, yet poetry, it's motivational, you know. It's about being on the ground, losing everything, and getting the will.
But not giving up hope.
Right. And getting the strength to rise.
Of course, it's like life knocking you down, but yet you don't ever give up hope.
Right. Only in this case, you have a time traveler that knows your victories and tries to defeat you, but doesn't succeed really in the way that he wants. So that's that. So I'm very proud of these characters, you know, and you know, this means people don't understand, like, besides the YouTube stuff, like this YouTube world, this YouTube channel, like my name, Matrixlord212.
Yeah.
That is a huge part of me. I love it. I can't give it up. I love it. Want to do my podcast with my friends. Want to do my videos myself. I don't do as many single videos as I used to when I first started out. Things evolve. But I love the Matrixlord212 thing, just like I love doing books. So it's the best of both worlds. So now I mix them, I guess. So check me out.
Yeah, because like he said, he started putting his Matrixlord name in the book as well.
Yes,
so
and that's another thing. I actually,
chime in on whatever.
Matrixlord212 existed before Matrixlord212 had videos out.
Yeah.
Because I've had that name forever. So I said, well, I'm gonna put the name in the book before, like, all this stuff happened with the videos and stuff. So, and then I showed it off, you know. So that was a great thing. I showed it off on the after I got established a little bit. I showed it off on the YouTube videos.
Sweet.
It was nice. So, but it wasn't. People got confused because they thought that the book of the sci-fi was called Matrixlord212, and I'm like, oh, that's just my name. I had my name.
It's just a nickname.
It said Matrix Lord, and then the number 212, and this is the thing that was a mistake. The number was on the bus number, but if you got the paperback, you wouldn't see it because the hardcover is bigger. So with the hardcover, you got the 212, which is Matrix Lord 212. But if the paperback, you wouldn't have the 212. So I was like, who knew? With size configurations. So, but that's what it was. It was, and I had done crazy things with the covers. I did crazy things with poetry. You could read the poem backwards, like from the last line to the front line, and they both basically has the same, So I've done, it's crazy stuff in the books, and I love it, though. So that's that. Been freezing up. Yep. All right, there you go. I lost you for a second.
Yeah.
Like frozen in time. You're like, whoa. Okay. Yeah. So basically,
like what was going on earlier.
So basically, give me a shot. Check me out on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, whatever.
Yeah, folks.
Stream.
Find this because, like I said, whenever I do a walkabout, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, I always make certain I put I put your links down in the comment section. Yeah. Plus your girlfriend's little cancer walk.
Yes.
Deal.
She does it all the time. Yes. So anyway, if you're new to my YouTube channel, check us out. We like to talk about Doctor Who. We like to talk about everything.
Movies. We like to talk about everything.
Real topics, whatever. So check out my podcast. You'll get used to me as Matrixlord212. And if you're not used to me that way, if you're used to me as Joseph J. Capriccioso, okay. I'll have book signings. Come see me, and check out my books there. So best of both worlds. Take care. Bye for now.